Hi, welcome. In this lecture, we are going to design our products. Okay, now to do this, we have to go back to our VS Code and then the widget folder and then the product. But before then, come to the category screen and go back to this. And you can see we do not have any product display. And the reason for this is because the way it is structured is we have to click on a category, then the product relating to that category is going to be displayed. But in the future, we are going to be able to display all our products over here. Then when the user clicks on any of the category, then only that product is going to show up. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing in the future. But for now, we can just go ahead and style our product. Control and B to make this wide. And remember, the item builder has to do with how we want to be able to display our item. And in this case, it has to do with how we want to be able to display our product. And also, we are using a compound query, and the reason for this is we only want to be able we only want to be able to retrieve the product where the category is equal to the category name. And remember, over here we created a final string category name, and what we did was to pass it on to the constructor, and we made it required. And remember, the need for this constructor is to pass in a data from one screen to another. Over here, we made it required, so whenever we call this product screen, we then have to pass in the value, which is going to be the selected category. Okay, great. Now back to the home screen. Sorry, back to the home product. Control and B, and we can get rid of this size bars. And we are gonna be using a widget, which you might not seen before. It is known as card. As the name implies, this is gonna give us a card. And now within the card, it has this child, and the child is going to be a column widget because we want to have our product image, product name, product price. Okay, and children. First of all, what we can do is we can give this image a size, so we can just go ahead and use the container. Remember, the container is similar to that of the size box, and the size box is similar to that of the container. We can give this container a height of 200, or let's just say we can give this a height of 200, 200, and we can then give this a width of 170. Okay, great. And now we can, within the container, we can then have, sorry, just gonna, okay, sorry for that. I'm also just gonna adjust my mic. Okay, sorry. The width has to do with how wide we want the image to be. So we can say we want this to be 200 wide, and the height has to do with how long we want the container to be, and we can say we want this to be 170. Okay, great. And now within the child, sorry, what am I saying? Within the container, it has this property known as child, and this is going to be image.network, or what we can do, instead of having this child, we can then have the decoration in box decoration. I'm about to show you another way to display image. And within the box decoration, it has a property known as image and also a correction image. And now within the decoration image, it has a must value known as image, and this is going to be network image. So this is another way to display the image without having the child within the container. And this is going to be what? Product data. And let's see what we call that field. Screw up. We call this image URL. And remember, this is a list that is list of image. So we can say image URL, but only we want to be able to access the first image. Ctrl and S to save, and you should see that. Okay, wait for this. Okay, we got, and you can see we got this card, and also within the image, it has a property known as fit. Fit. This should be okay within outside this network image. Fit, and we can say boss fit dot cover. So this will cover the container. Cover. Great, and add this, and wait for this. Okay, we got it, and we have this card over here, right? Great. And then after, we can have a test widget, and this is gonna be product. Sorry, this is gonna be product data. Then what is the name of the? We call this product name, I guess. Okay, and I think I typed rubbish over there. Product name. What I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna change this over here. First of all, I'm just gonna uh have comma and use control and S to save, and we should see the product name over here. Okay, okay, we got that, but I'm just gonna rename this. Okay, product name, edit field, and this is gonna say Gucci oversize. Okay, update, and it should update real time because we are using a stream builder. And we can style this and test style, and increase the font size to 18, font width dot board, and okay, we can also say later spacing of 4, and go check this out. Okay, okay, we got it over there. And also we can wrap this test with a padding to give some breathing space. Okay, press S to save, and okay, and okay, great. Everything is working as we expect. And now we can just copy this pattern and paste. This is going to be for the price. And let's see what we call this. We call this 80. Sorry, well, I don't really know what's wrong with me. We call this product price. Make sure that you make sure your spelling is correct, else you're gonna get a bad state error. And bar state error means you are trying to call a field that you don't have. And now we have this error, and the reason for this error is because we are using a test widget, so it expects a test, and now we are passing a double. So what we have to do is to convert this expected test widget, or sorry, is to convert the expected test Flutter is expecting to a double. So over here we can say dot to string, right? This will convert this price to a string, but we can also say to string as fixed. And over here we can say we need to zero. This has to do with after the price, how many zero do we want to have? So over here we said we want to have two zeros, and this error should be gone now. Okay, we got, you can see we have this two zero. We could also say theory zero, and we should have theory det.theory zero. And what we can do is we can change the color to colors. What colors are we using? I think we're using yellow. And say yellow then with shade of 900. Okay. And wait for this. Okay, great. And what we can also do is we can add the dollar sign over here. To do this, we are going to be using something known as concatenation. So over here, we can add a quote, and we can then use a dollar sign. But in Flutter, dollar is very, very important and well known. So you basically use the dollar sign in order to access a variable. So you can see it is automatically predicting variable we have over here. So what we can do is we do not want to assign we do not want to have access to any variable, but we just want to be able to use this dollar sign as a test. So what we can do is we can use the backslash to skip the dollar type variable, and we can say plus. So dollar sign plus this. So this is gonna be here on $30, $10, and so on. Okay, you should see that over there. Okay, we got that over there. And also what we can do is we can give some written space. We can add quote and give a space. Then over here we can say plus. So okay, we should have that. Okay. Great. Now, what we did over here is referred to as concatenation. And over here, we were able to retrieve our product, and we are saying where. What we are doing over here by saying this where is known as compound query. So we are saying where the category is equal to the category name. So we only want to display product or fetch or retrieve product where where the category is equal to the category name. So it's also good you know the name of what we are doing over here, compound query, and what we just did is referred to as concatenation over here, or concatenating. And hopefully you understand, but if you don't, please do well to let me know. And everything is working as we expect, and you can see we are saying boxfit.cover, and what the boxfit.cover will do is it will make this image to fit the available container width, that is width of 200. So everything is working as we expect. So in the next lecture we are going to continue from from here.